So point number one is that we need to understand the whole concept of barakah. This idea of barakah is the blessings of Allah in everything that we do. That if we're not striving to please Allah, our Creator, then we will not have that tranquility and that happiness and that success, not only in marriage, but in anything that we do. And so if we understand this concept of barakah, of blessings, it'll go a very long way for us. And I want to share with you a hadith of the Prophet, peace and blessings be upon him. He mentioned a man who, having journeyed far, is disheveled and dusty, and who spreads out his hands to the sky, saying, "O Lord, O Lord." So praying to Allah, asking Him for something. But his food is haram, his drink is haram, his clothing is haram, and he has been nourished with the haram. How can his supplication be answered? And so the problem is that we don't put Allah at the center of the universe. We don't make Him the most important thing in our life. And many times we make decisions, whether they're important decisions like marriage or smaller decisions. Whenever we're making these decisions, we don't think, how will Allah respond? Is this the right thing to do? Is this according to what He tells me I should do? Is this according to Islam? We don't even think of Allah in many cases. And so what happens is in marriage, or before marriage, when we're looking for a spouse, we're breaking all the rules of Allah. We're holding hands. We're speaking in ways with each other that we shouldn't speak, very immodestly, saying things that we shouldn't say to each other, romantically, seductively, whatever. Sometimes we're going even beyond holding hands and we're kissing, or maybe even doing something more than that, if you know what I mean. Sometimes people are even living together with each other. And so again, how do we expect the blessings in that relationship and ultimately in that marriage if we're breaking the rules in the first place? If we're breaking the rules of Allah. And so the barakah will not come. And then, when we finally do decide to get married, we have the Islamic ceremony, we bring the imam, we recite the Quran, we make nice du'as, we have the wedding and they get married, and then what happens just a few minutes later? The party happens. And the dancing between men and women who are not related happens at the wedding, at the walima. Maybe even drinking. Some Muslims, they drink. But yet just a few minutes earlier we were reciting verses from the Quran and asking for Allah's blessings. And so there's a disconnect between what we say and what we do, or what we believe. And so if we want the barakah of Allah, we cannot do these things. Now, am I here telling you that we can't have fun? No, I'm not saying that at all. I believe in having fun, but with certain limits. And so in general, we have to have fun within the Islamic guidelines. Simple as that. And if people hearing this are those people who did do these haram things before they got married, if they did date, if they did have relations that were not allowed, if they did have parties at their wedding, the idea is to say, "Oh Allah, forgive me." Make tawbah and don't lose hope. There's always a chance that Allah will forgive you. You have to have sincerity and make the effort to change your way. And so even if you're getting to know somebody right now and you're in a haram relationship, you're living with them, try your best to get out of that situation or get married as soon as you can.